Next on Worcester News tonight, a fourth nor'easter is heading our way. How some school systems are dealing with all the snow days. Plus, while spring is upon us, the winter weather remains and can impact your mood. Another nor'easter is heading our way. It's the fourth within the last couple of weeks. The snow hasn't started in Worcester yet, and this storm isn't expected to drop as much snow as last week, but a winter storm warning is in effect. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Worcester put its parking ban in place Wednesday morning in an effort to give the city time to prepare for more wintry weather. According to the National Weather Service, parts of central Massachusetts could see up to 9 inches of heavy, wet snow. We'll have a full look at our forecast a little later in the show. And with more snow on the way, it's leaving some in central Massachusetts with the winter blues. Our Cam Jandro joins us from outside with the details. Cam.
Yeah, Anna, still awaiting the snow here in central Massachusetts, but for the last month or so, it really seems like snowstorms are a weekly occurrence. For some, making it through the crazy winter weather is not an easy task.
If the weather is giving you cabin fever or making you feel just a bit sad, you're not alone. Psychiatrist Dr. Chris Van Cleek says this is his busiest time of the year.
I probably get 1 or 2 calls a day for someone wanting to come see me. You know, one is inside, they're not as distracted by outdoor activities, there's more of a sense of over-reflection, overthinking, and isolation.
Also known as seasonal affective disorder, Dr. Van Cleek says the condition is not uncommon. Central Massachusetts is approaching a march for the record books when it comes to snowfall, which doesn't make things easier.
Because of the lack of light in the winter, it's a lack of vitamin D and an increase of melatonin. And so people are mostly sad more than usual, they're tired.
And while some are stuck in central Massachusetts, the weather has others trying to leave. 2018's nor'easters have made it a busy month for all cruise and travel in Auburn. Owner Michelle Culross says the winter blues has people calling them every day.
Hugely stressful, just because it's our busiest season, first of all. It's when most people are booking tax season, everybody's looking to get out of the cold weather.
Cancellations and delays make booking a vacation a tough task for the small agency.
So the storm's supposed to be coming in on this day, and then we start making arrangements for them to either go in or out. So yes, it's very hard. It's very challenging because there is only a few of us in here.
If you can't get away, Van Cleek says forcing yourself to get outside is important, but he won't see a drop-off in patients until May or June.
Probably for some because of the increase in sun, but also from the increase of activity. And more socializing is a big key to the difference between winter and summer.
Now, Dr. Van Cleek says even if it's just for a few minutes, some fresh air and some sunshine can work wonders. I'm here in Worcester, and as you can see, there's still no snow, so we can only cross our fingers and hope it stays that way. Anna, back to you.
Thanks, Cam. Schools in Worcester have already used more than a week's worth of snow days. They're only given 5 to start the year. So for right now, this means summer vacation will be pushed back for students. Our Chandler Walsh has the story.
4 March nor'easters means trouble for school calendars.
You just have to grin and bear it, I guess.
Worcester Public Schools has already had 7 snow days, bringing their last day to June 21st. It's caused a shakeup in the Durston family's schedule.
We were supposed to go on vacation the week of the original date, which was June 14th, but now if it's going to be like the 20th, we'll probably just wait until later.
Mike Douglas picked up his 3 kids for early dismissal Wednesday ahead of the snow. He says they usually go on vacation later in the summer so they can avoid any issues from snow days.
Keeping it extended into June doesn't affect us too badly.
School closings aren't the only thing on the rise. So is snow spending. Spencer Highway Department Superintendent Stephen Tyler says the department has spent double their snow budget of $200,000. He says going over budget isn't unusual.
We're over our budget. We're about on par with our normal annual spending for snow and ice.
Tyler says the department has used about 2,500 tons of salt. After this nor'easter, he expects it to be the most the town has used in 1 year. He says the department has had an extra busy March, and his crews have worked several 20-hour shifts.
We have some really dedicated highway employees that you know, they just are dedicated and they work hard. So I think that it's kind of second nature to them.
For families in Worcester, they're ready for warmer weather.
Just wait for spring, wait for summer.
So cold. I'm so sick of the cold.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Word of a possible change in leadership on Beacon Hill. State Senator Karen Spilka says she has secured commitments from enough of her colleagues to become the next president of the Massachusetts Senate. The Ashland Democrat would be taking over for acting President Senator Harriet Chandler. Chandler took over in December when Senator Stan Rosenberg stepped down. The move followed by allegations of sexual misconduct by his husband, Brian Hefner. Senator Chandler reacted to Senator Spilka's comments tonight, saying via a tweet, "I spoke with Karen Spilka this afternoon to congratulate her on winning the support of her fellow members. I look forward to serving as president for the remainder of this session, working through our priorities and ensuring a smooth transition to the 2019 session." An Auburn selectman proposes a ban on plastic shopping bags, and it's sparking conversation and debate in town. Tristan LaLiberty says since joining the board in August, it's something he's wanted to look into. If passed, he says Auburn would join 61 Massachusetts communities, including Shrewsbury and Grafton, who have bans on single-use plastic bags and require retailers to provide non-plastic or reusable bags. The Telegram reports area businesses opposed the idea at a meeting this week. The Board of Selectmen agreed to continue the conversation and get more feedback from retailers and residents. Liberty says if the board were to pass the proposal, it would then go to the town meeting in the fall for a vote. As we reported earlier this week, big changes are coming to the Registry of Motor Vehicles. RMV locations and state inspection sites will be closed tomorrow through the weekend. Updates are being installed, and there will be a new system for how people renew their driver's licenses. Our Brittany Schaefer explains.
Big changes are coming to the RMV, including a new Massachusetts license. Some found out about it Wednesday, and for Arthur Dupuy, it wasn't welcome news.
I ordered my new license, and then today I heard that I'll have the old style license because I didn't wait till Tuesday to renew it.
I came in to get my license renewed because it expires next month, and now I wish I had waited.
Starting Monday, to get the new license, you will need to show documentation showing U.S. citizenship or lawful presence.
The new ALS system that the registry is implementing on March 26th will enable us to fully comply with the Federal Real ID Act requirements.
And in October of 2020, people who still have the old license will need a passport to fly in the U.S. The changes have some doing business at the Worcester RMV Wednesday concerned.
This new license rule, it's like terrible. Now I got to get a passport to go to Florida. And I mean, why?
Having to carry my passport around me when I travel within the United States, that's probably going to be a burden, one extra thing to remember to bring. So I wish that I had just waited just a few extra days, or that it was advertised somewhere like in the entrance or when I checked in.
All RMV and inspection services will be closed from 7 p.m. Thursday to 8 a.m. Monday. Over at Ramstrom Service Center, they say this will back inspections up next week.
I'm sure there'll be lines all week. It's definitely an inconvenience for everyone, but I mean, hopefully it's a quick turnaround time and it's not too big of a deal for consumers and us.
But ultimately, Central Mass residents say they will have to follow the new rules.
Pretty sure mine's still good, but I'll switch if I have to.
Well, I guess I have to. I want to go to Florida again.
I do have a passport. Not sure where it is, but I'm sure I could dig it up.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Switching gears now, opening statements today for two people charged in a fatal shooting 3 years ago. According to the Telegram, prosecutors say Angel Ortiz Santos killed Christian Puello Rosado after the two exchanged words at a party. They say the suspect's girlfriend took possession of the gun in an effort to shield Ortiz Santos from criminal prosecution. Meanwhile, lawyers say the suspect and his girlfriend have been wrongly accused. Ortiz Santos is under indictment of multiple charges, including first-degree murder. A breakthrough for UMass Medical School. The university says it's identified a new gene associated with the development of ALS. The discovery was funded through ALS Ice Bucket Challenge donations. According to the school, the discovery of the gene by an international team of researchers is known as KIF5A. They say it advances the understanding of what causes ALS and also builds on past research targeting cytoskeletal defects, which is a common factor in the development of the disease. UMass Memorial Medical School announced a previous ALS gene discovery in July of 2016.